Hi, I'm Denise Miller, your Leadership Lady Live, and today we are in the last of a series of videos on leading through and living through chaotic times. And our theme has been this: we unite in chaos, we stay composed in crisis, we transform through challenges, and we build legacies that last. One of the things that I'd like you to think about is this: your words can build or dismantle tomorrow. The words that you speak in crisis program tomorrow's culture for your organization, your team, or your family. I'm your Leadership Lady Live, and I want to ask you to think about those words as we speak today. I conduct coaching, training, workshops, and seminars, all surrounding communications and leadership. If you like this content, please remember to hit the thumbs up or the heart to like. Please do follow or subscribe. And please do share this with someone who you know can use the content. Remember, every word that you speak during turbulent times becomes a part of your legacy. You can choose to communicate like a legacy builder. Your team does not just hear your message, they absorb your mindset as you're communicating with them. While your language informs, it's your mindset, the attitude from which you are speaking, that actually transforms. If we want to build legacies that last, it starts with how we communicate and what we communicate. We can choose. Yes, we can choose to communicate like legacy builders, or we could choose to communicate like legacy defamers, if you will. Legacy communicators understand three very fundamental principles. The first is we speak to the future and not just about the present. In the tough times, we say we're building the strength that will define us rather than, oh my goodness, we're struggling through this crisis. Allow your words to paint a picture of who you're becoming instead of describing what you're working through at the moment, what you're fighting through, or what you're enduring. The second thing is to use we language that unites rather than I language that isolates. We will find a way builds collective ownership and encourages your team to get in on the solution to the problem rather than I'll figure this out, which creates the desire for them to step back and let you figure it all out. And it creates a dependence on whatever it is that you say when they may have some really great insights. Remember that legacy language creates ownership at every level. Third is to frame challenges as chapters, not as endings. When you speak about difficulties as development, people will start seeing problems as preparation. Say, this setback is teaching us. This obstacle is revealing. This crisis is preparing us for. Use legacy language. And here's a legacy language toolkit that will be very helpful. First of all, replace we have to with we get to. Then replace this is hard with this is valuable because. Replace when this is over with as we grow through this. Replace oh, we can't with we haven't yet discovered how to. Those tips will help you tremendously. This week, I'd like you to audit your crisis communications skills. Are your words building legacy or just managing problems as they come up? I would suggest that you grab a small voice recorder, stick it in your pocket, and record yourself in your next challenging conversation. And then review it at the end of the day. And be exacting when you review, asking yourself this question: would these words inspire someone facing similar challenges in 5 years? As you begin to master legacy language, you'll notice something remarkable happens. Your team will start bringing you solutions instead of just coming to you with problems and waiting for you to resolve them. Within 6 months, you're going to find the people on your team making decisions that align perfectly with your legacy values, even when you're not in the room. This communication framework is just one of the 12 legacy building communication systems that I can use with executive clients and with their teams. If you're ready to transform how your entire organization communicates through crisis, let's talk about accelerating this process with training, with personalized guidance, coaching, and team workshops. Remember that legacy language doesn't just echo forward, it multiplies forward your impact exponentially. Once again, I'm Denise Miller, your Leadership Lady Live. I invite you to like, to subscribe, and most of all, to share. And let's get in touch. Have a great balance of the day.